right, happy Monday, everybody. Hope everyone's having a great day. Welcome to tonight's stream. I'm starting a little early here because there's a couple charts that I'm looking at that I'd like to go over with you guys and explain kind of a little better. But again, hope everybody's having a good day. For those of you that are in the Discord group, we had 2 winning trades to start the week, so we are 2-0 on the week. Nice little Euro AUD. Jose, welcome, man. What's going on? Lasso 6, what's going on? Adele, what's going on? Welcome, guys. What's going on, man? But yeah, we had some really good trades today, especially that Euro AUD trade today. Yeah, Euro AUD, I believe it was. We got in literally right here, and it went for roughly 21 pips, and then we got out. So we could look for it to reject this FVG and keep coming down and re-enter. USD JPY looks like it's trying to make a move up, and NZD USD is the one that we took yesterday. We held a little bit of drawdown from entry, and then we ended up making about 26 pips. So overall, the last 2 trades were really good. Our Sunday night trade that leaked into Monday morning, and then we took a trade right around, what time was that? Right around 11 a.m. this morning, which is not typical of me, again, because typically I don't trade the New York session, but the price action and the signal was just too good to pass up. So it met all of our criteria. We got the sell signal, and that's why we sold Euro AUD this morning for, again, close to 20 pips. It was a good trade. It looks like we're consolidating right here, which is certainly good because it's consolidating under the previous low, which means we could see these moves down here, possibly test these lows. That would be the goal. But we're going to watch that one carefully. Definitely a good one to watch. The other 2 that we're watching here, so AUD USD and AUD CAD, at an extremely strong resistance right here. So here it rejected, and here it's starting to reject. I would imagine we're going to at least cover this area right here. So that's something that we're looking at. Same with AUD CAD. Strong resistance here. 1, 2, 3, 4 times it's rejected this and came down. So we're going to look to possibly get in sells here on this one. Again, I really like that chart. I think it looks good. We're going to see what happens here going into this 15-minute candle. Because I personally like we'd make a very tight stop loss on this. On the 15-minute, if we were to get an AUD CAD or AUD USD, we would be getting in at a very, I don't know how to put it here. We'd be getting in at a really good position here. And ideally, you're going to see it come down and tap, minimally this area down here. I like the AUD USD one better because on the hour, it's got more room. Yep, invest hedge, you're right. Yeah, it's a short for sure. That's what we're looking at right here. At least 2 here for 17 pips. So we're going to wait to see what happens on the 15-minute here. But I personally do like the shorts on this. I think it's a good trade. It's technically sound. And it's, reversing at a key point, which is one of our rules. We don't have the full candle closure under the EMA yet, but we do have a fair value gap created, and we do have a confirmed downtrend. So, oh, nice, man. You're short on BTC? Not surprised. I think a lot of people are. It's just consolidating right now. Bitcoin is just consolidating. Nice, nice. And then again, going back to our Euro AUD trade that we made some money on this morning. Looks like it's rejecting pretty good this area. I do think that we could see this area by the end of the night, which is could be good for 35, 34 pips. So that would be also a really good option here. We're going to wait a couple minutes here and see what kind of candles we get, especially on the 1 hour. I'd like to see this drop down, create a wick, and close red. That would be really nice if we could have it do that. That would be ideal, though. So we're going to give it a couple minutes here to see this 15-minute candle. But the AUD USD chart is looking pretty solid. Yeah, I know. I can look live. Yeah, right here. Yeah, I see Bitcoin. I see it. Like I said, it's consolidating. It's been consolidating right here for the past 3 days and 10 hours. So for me, it doesn't really meet any of my criteria, but I can see where you're going with it. You did have a break and retest of the zone here. And it looks like it's retesting this zone perfectly. And it could drive down, keep even further. So yeah, it's certainly possible to do that. But again, I don't trade Bitcoin like that. I just trade foreign exchange currencies. Yeah, that's cool, man. I don't really allow self-promotion of other people's on mine, so just be cautious of that. But yeah, man, awesome, no problem. That's what we're doing here, live trading as well. We got a couple minutes here. Well, we got 3 minutes until we get a new 15-minute candle on a lot of these. I do like the 15-minute chart on the AUD USD. Strong resistance here. Very strong resistance. So we're definitely going to keep an eye on that. I'd like to see it break this. And then same with AUD CAD. Again, same thing. Good to note. You could probably see it go for 16 to 32 pips as a drop off, and then we'll probably see it climb back up. But to get a scalping like that, not bad. And then if we go to the 4 hour, because we normally do a top-down analysis, the 4 hour is rejecting pretty good too, which is always a good sign. Same with AUD USD. 4 hours had a pretty small green candle here, but again, strong resistance. Strong resistance, that's for sure. And then, of course, we could always look at USD JPY. It looks like it did have some pullback after the rally here. Last week, it rallied pretty hard. It rallied straight up pretty much for the week, and then we had some pullback to right here. It did not break this key zone yet, so it could continue back up here to finish out this zone, number 1, and finish out this zone, which would be number 2. So we certainly could see that. And I wouldn't be surprised if we do. But, yeah, we're just going to kind of keep an eye on it and see what's going on. On the hour chart, it looks like it's consolidating at this line, too. You've had it consolidating for pretty much 11 hours at this area. So, again, it could be a consolidation to move up, or this could be a break and retest of this zone and then keep pushing down. The dollar index right now is certainly low. Benny, what's going on, man? DXY is definitely showing that it is going low. So it's the market correction is in play from last week, essentially. That's all that means. And we typically see that, week over week. It's not uncommon that when you see a rally like that. Amer, what's going on, man? Welcome from Italy. Glad to have you in the stream. Welcome. Welcome, 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 guys. If you haven't been here before, I appreciate you coming in. Make sure you subscribe, like the stream. We're gonna be making some money tonight, hopefully. Nice, Benny. You made some profit from those signals today? Good, I'm glad to hear that. Alright, we just got our 15-minute candle here. On Sydney, no FOMO bros. What's going on, man? How are you today? And Mar, we don't trade gold. I don't trade gold, but gold's in consolidation. Yeah, Invest Hedge, we're not talking about crypto. I appreciate your insight, though. Yeah, we need to see it break that. We're going to see what happens here. We're probably going to wait till the hour to get in on anything. But like I said, we have some really good setups here that I like for sure. That we're definitely going to be looking in. It's only really 3 or 4 charts. The Euro AUD chart that we talked about, we made some money on this morning from last night's trade. I think this is going to reject this and we can come back down. And then the NZD USD chart might keep going. This NZD USD chart from last night that went through this morning as well, 26 pips. The Euro AUD one we took around 11, which was nice. 11 a.m. this morning. I typically don't get signals or trade that. But yeah, we're looking good here. A lot of solid setups for tonight. I'm excited to see what happens here going into this hour. It looks like we've got a little less than 12 minutes till we get the new 7 o'clock hour candle, which is technically Asian session open. The market is already open, but that's when we're going to start to see some of the more volume flood in. Nice. Glad you guys are making money. Good. Sicario, nice. It's always good to see people making money. Never have a problem with that. The retracement at these resistance zones is very strong. We're trading foreign exchange currencies. Right now we're looking at AUD USD and AUD CAD. Yeah, Euro AUD. Yeah, that yeah. This resistance right here is what's really getting me. This one right here. I think it's going to reject that and continue down. You know what I mean? But we'll see what happens here. Like I said, we got about 11 minutes. USD/JPY, like I said, is making a bit of a rebound after it had some drawback. I mean, it had over a week of uptrend, came back, but is still considered an uptrend. We have lower highs, higher highs and higher lows. All of these are higher than each other, so this is still certainly an uptrend. So we could still look to go long on those again, or this could be a break and a retest of the EMA ribbon and come back down to this zone. So there's definitely many ways that you can look at this chart, and we're just waiting to get a little bit more confirmation. We still have 10 minutes until market open, so that's going to be, I think, where we see some of the actual volume start to come in here. And once that really comes in, we're getting an idea of which way this market's going tonight. But all in all, I think the AUD pairs are short. At least for 15 to 20 pips. Quick 15 to 22, going right into Asian session open. No, I don't think so. There's NBA. There's no red folder news. Why am I trading Asian session? Because that's my favorite session to trade. I've made the most money trading Asian session, so I like trading the Asian session, Mogo. No reason to trade the New York session. New York session has too much red folder news. Every other day there's red folder news. There's red folder news tomorrow for the USD. At 8:30 a.m. you got core retail sales month over month and retail sales month over month. And we don't trade news, at least red folder news. We don't trade that, so it pretty much eliminates the first hour to 2 hours of trading New York session. And then most of the time our trades leak into the London session, so that's totally fine with me. Our average holding time is anywhere between 3 and 7 hours, so that's where we seem to make the most money, and it's been working really well for a long time. So that's why I trade the Asian session. But good question. Good question. We got 8 minutes. The let's see what this 5 looks like. Yeah, I think we're gonna see. Ania, what's going on? How are you? Welcome back. Glad to see you in here. We're gonna draw up some lines here. Draw up some lines for take profits. My TP1 might not be very many pips, but yeah, that's not. Put it. Yeah, it's too close to that one. We could go in the middle where this wick actually went last. UGW UEZ, what's going on, man? How are you? Welcome to the stream. So what I'm doing is pre-marking our take profits, so when the time does come, we can actually just get in and not have to worry about setting those. I don't really think you're going to have a TP3 on this one, but we'll see. Good, I'm glad to hear that, Ania. Awesome. Yeah, it's just not enough. We'll go to the top of the bodies, and we'll go to the bottom of the bodies. Kuroku, what's going on, man? Miguel, what's going on? How you doing, guys? Welcome back. Good to see you guys, as always. Good to have the TWM team in here. Like I said, my favorite trade right now. Yep, so we're looking at AUD USD and AUD CAD right now is what we're looking at. That is currently what we're looking at right now, guys. We're about to get a new hour candle here in 5 minutes. Yeah, over 100 viewers right now, concurrent. That's awesome, guys. Appreciate you joining. Go make some money tonight. And I think relatively quickly, to be quite honest with you. Because I think these are gonna, I think this is gonna drop off. It's consolidated up in this zone for almost 8 hours and 5 minutes, which is pretty good. We're not in anything yet. We're not in anything yet, guys. Jajang, what's going on? Google, what's going on? Hope everybody's having a good day. We'll see on the hour if we get some retracement back up this way before we take sells, but ideally that's the best one. Again, I do like Euro AUD, but it's consolidated. Moving average cross is a positive. Yes, it is. This one right here could come up and touch, this Euro AUD could come up and touch this before coming back down. But I truly think we're going to see the bottom of the zone tonight. I'm going to write down here. Already got the sell signal, and we took this earlier, which was a great trade earlier in New York session for, like I said, roughly 20 pips. GJ, you're looking at GJ? GJ could go, but it's in a consolidation. It's right in between two zones. It's right in between two zones. You know what I mean? No, you'll know when I sell. I'll put it on the screen when I sell. We have not sold anything there. Amar. We have not sold anything yet. This indicator is my indicator. It uses my rules that I've compiled over the past decade and a half. So it's called the Trading with Matt indicator, as you can see right here. It tells you what the session, what we're waiting for, support, resistance, and then when your last signal was. So it's got all the information you can really need. Yeah, no problem, man. Everybody's got their own way of trading. It seems like some people think that their way is the only way. Looks like you might be one of those guys. But that's okay. There's many different ways to trade. Some people like it like this, where you got nothing on there, and that's totally fine. I used my EMA ribbons and my FVGs as support resistances, and they've worked very well for me over the last 15 years, like I said. So you know, I posted a video about this the other day about the negativity in the trading industry and how people come in other people's streams to just talk shit, and it still blows my mind. You know, yeah, the system works. Thank you, Miguel. The system works. You should switch to a live account when you're consistently making profits and you feel good about your system and you're able to follow your rules over and over and over again. Replicate the same rules and follow them. Yes, I do trade break of structure. That is a key part of my... Yes, Gary, it is. It is. No, this is not gold. This is not gold, guys. This is AUD USD. It is, Gary. It's on my website, though. Tradingwithmatt.ai. Yeah, you're not wrong there, man. Yeah, awesome. Thanks for joining, Isaac. But I appreciate everybody in here. Mogo, I've talked about this a couple times. Like I said, I don't really talk crap about other traders. I just think that his model is a little confusing for people just starting. And if you don't understand the language, it can get very confusing quickly. But again, I'm not going to sit here and bash any trader that's profitable. You know what I mean? That's just not me. No, we've got some nice downward movement here. Yeah, Danny. Nice. I'm good, Barat. How are you doing, man? I'm good, I'm good. Yep, it is a new candle. We just want to make sure it respects this right here, and we'll probably get in sell. Yep, 1 hour time frame is what I'm on right now, exactly. You also got a new 15-minute. You also got a new 5-minute. So got a bunch of new candles. Ideally, we want to see it break this low. Because your TP1 from here is roughly 9, 10 pips, then 12, then 17. And again, when we trade on the 15-minute, we're not going for home runs here. We're going to 10 to 15 pips. 4 hour, different story. GBP AUD. Oh yeah, this is the one we talked about. You talking about silver? I don't trade gold or silver, guys. I don't trade those. They use way too much of your account, and they're unpredictable in terms of market structure and price action. They're not nearly as easy to read as foreign exchange currencies, which is why I like that. Yeah, the zone is probably closer to up here. Yeah, this could be rejecting and coming back up on the 4 hour. It certainly is at a key level down here. Yep, I post education all the time. On my YouTube, I post probably 4 a day. Same with Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Mostly YouTube, though. I have a lot of videos on YouTube about my strategy and how I play and how I trade. But good question there, Jason. Yes, pretty much my whole channel is dedicated toward education. La Diona, what's going on? Welcome. Yeah, on the 1 hour. I just don't like that it's in between these zones right here. It's the only thing that scares me is it could go either way when you're trading in between two major zones. See, like in the middle, you kind of just get this wishy-washy movement without a sure upside break or downside break. And that's where I try and stay out of. This is kind of no man's land. We'd like to see a reversal here or a reversal here. That's kind of the way I like to do things. Personally, but again, there's nothing wrong with taking a trade, but like I said, there's multiple ways to do it. That NZD USD trade looks like it's gonna probably come back down. This trade from last night that we took looks like it might come back down on the 4 hour. It's looking like it actually might keep going. 4 hour broke the previous high. It looks like this could just be a smaller candle before it rocket launches again and heads up to the next zones here. On this one, your next zones are looking like another 13 pips and another 29 pips, almost 40 to the top of the next zone. It just depends. I don't aim for a dollar amount, so I take what the market gives me. For instance, today we took Euro AUD, right? We took Euro AUD, and Euro AUD on this gave us from top to bottom 20 pips. So it depends on your account size. For me, it's anywhere. It's a couple thousand. It's in the four-figure range. But that's all going to be dependent on your lot size, your account, and your leverage. But if you're in the Discord, I'm not sure if you are or not. If you are, you can just go to testimonials, and it shows what everybody made for the day, including mine. So I post mine in there. Dynax, what's up, man? I wouldn't say I fully swing trade, but I do have trades that go from the Asian session to the London session. I typically won't hold more than a day, though. Most of our trades are about 7 hours at most. Earlier today, again, this trade was, let's see here. We sent the signal to sell at 11:06, and we were 100% out by 11:30 with 20 pips. So that was a 30-minute trade. Netted, $600-700. So you really can't be mad at that, Anytime you have a trade that you hold for less than an hour and still make a couple $100, that's a pretty good hourly rate, if you ask me. It's a really good hourly rate. Yep, I do post in there. Nice, there you go, Miguel. Yeah, we obviously look at volume. Volume's very important. That's why it says it right here. That's why we have our volume right here on the side. But I don't use VWAP. But like I said, there's many different ways to trade. There's not only one way, guys. I can't stress that enough. Vander asks, what's going on, man? How are you, Vander? Good to see you again. Welcome back. How many do we get from when we got that sell position? 5. Good to see you too, man. What about Euro AUD? Andrew, NAB news in 20? Where are you guys seeing that? I'm not seeing that at all. There's no red folder news. Yeah, the NAB business confidence, but that doesn't heavily impact the market. This doesn't impact the market really at all. Right here, it's a yellow folder news. So this is not going to impact the market really at all. Only red folder and orange folder news do, but mostly red folder. Miguel, that's a really good question. In this case, it's a sell. Oh, yeah, it already started moving. It already started moving on us. Oh, you got a red flag on TV? Yeah, I've been going by Forex Factory for years. It's always been correct. But if you're saying it's red folder. Let's see. Level of diffusion index is based on surveying businesses, excluding the farming industry. Obviously, actual greater than the forecast is good for the currency. Released monthly about 10 days after the month ends. So above 0 indicates improving conditions. Below indicates worsening conditions. Pretty much every time it's been good. But it could be good for the Australian dollar. So may wait on that. You know what I mean? Like in this case, it would be the last swing high. So like this is really good rejection. We could have got in up here. I think this is dropping still. I think this thing's going to drop. But it may have, you know, some pullback in this area and then go back down. So we'll see. Is it true in the Asian London session the price goes up and in New York goes down? It just depends. Sometimes if it sweeps one of the session's highs, it's, you know, could be liquidity. Can sweep one of the session's lows and keep moving that way. It's really dependent on market structure. I wouldn't say there's a rule of thumb around that. It's going to be dependent on volume, market structure, price action. There's a lot of things that go into that in order to be able to make that decision. No, I use the market. So like for instance, I'll give you an example here, LAS. If I were to take a short position here, I've already marked up my take profits, right? If I were to take a short position here, my stop loss is going to be at the top of the zone right here, where it last rejected at the high price. And then we'd have some other take profits, but the goal pretty much here would be, you know, 5 to 10 to 14 pips. Your next zone would be like 23 pips. Your final zone would be 36 pips. But you just use market structure to decide where your stop losses and take profits are. It's really just that simple of analyzing the market, saying, okay, if it goes above this, we're breaking a previous high. We probably don't want to be there. That's where our stop loss would be, you know? And that's for 18 pips. It's a 17 pips. That's a pretty tight stop loss. So normally I would take this sell right here. Right now I would take this sell. I got my sell signal with my indicator. I would take this sell, but because you know, there is news, I'm gonna hold off until that 7:30 news for another 15 minutes because I do not want to be caught in it reversing up the other way. You know what I mean? Like I said, it is at a pretty strong strong resistance here. It should continue to move down. But if news comes out good for AUD and it actually has an impact on the currency, it could end up going the other way. So we just want to be careful about that when we're trading that, you know? Wisdom Joshua, what's going on, man? How are you? Welcome. But this looks solid for, like I said, you know, 10, 11 pips. Good, man. Good to hear it. Someone was talking about Euro USD earlier. Yeah, Euro USD looks like it's reversing too. If you look at the 1 hour, yeah, huge reversal. Again, at a key point too. So you have a key zone right here that it hasn't broken. Your key zone was over here as well. So this is our zone where the yellow line is. This should reverse down to here somewhere, which is our next zone. So, yeah, of course I'm doing this with real money. Yes, sir. Well, I stream for free every single night, Sunday through Thursday. We don't trade Fridays, so you can join the streams. Or you can just go ahead and join the Discord right there. There's many ways you can do it. There are many ways to go about it, but if you want to join the free community, I would highly suggest it. What's going on here? The link's going to show up there for you, Wisdom. Yes, sir. Nitro Tech is 100% part of my strategy, and it works. So yeah, we got a couple on there. Yes, I do. I have both. We've got the free one and we've got the paid one, guys. And I don't really push it on people, guys. I really don't. If you want to join, join. If you don't, don't. But I do. I've been trading for 15 years. So the strategy is very simple, guys, and I'll explain it to you. It's called Trading with Matt Pro, buy, sell, but it's only available on my website, and then I have to invite you on the on TradingView. But I will explain to you how it works here. So the reason that it printed a sell signal here, is we have a couple rules. Number one, we have a reversal at a key zone. We have a confirmed downtrend. So that's 2 right there. We have a full candle closure below the EMA ribbon, and we have a fair value gap created. Those 4 rules let us know that it's a sell. The indicator's coded to use my rules that I've been using for a very long time and to say exactly that. So the indicator I use is just confirmation with myself. I've already decided it was a sell, and it happened to print it as well. So, that lets me know that it's doing exactly what I think it's doing. Because the indicator doesn't mess up. You can only mess up interpreting the chart. But the indicator is a robot that's made to only print signals when it meets my requirements that have been coded into it. So, that's how that works. It's a great tool if you want to learn how to backtest and understand how that strategy works. It's also a great tool to confirm what you're thinking. GJ. Yeah, no, it's available on my website at tradingwithmatt.com. Tradingwithmatt.ai. You just go to tradingwithmatt.ai and scroll down to indicator pricing, and it's on there. No, I don't pay for it. I own it outright. I own the code. Yeah, Dynex, what's up, man? I paid for it to get it. It works for everything. Yeah, it works for everything. Miguel, you're looking at the hour? Like I said, I'm not a big fan of GJ Miguel right now. What time frame are you looking at it on? It's in no man's land right here. This whole area is just kind of no man's land for me. Alright, so who said we have news here? We got news in 11 minutes. Again, I don't think it's red folder news. Mausua Jalo, what's going on? Welcome. Appreciate you joining. Yeah, it's just not for me, man. I see what you're saying. I totally do. There's too much room for it to do what it did previously here. Where it comes up and then goes down. It could just come up and go down. And it's consolidating. You have lower highs on each of these and lower lows on each of these. So, to me, I don't necessarily love the chart. Yeah, I can tell you what the EMA links are. That's fine. Again, like I said, I'm really not in this to sell people. If they want, a paid service, they're more than welcome to have it. But I'm not here trying to push people into things if they don't want to. It's the EMA ribbon is the the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40, the 45, and the 50-day EMAs. And I made each of them a different color so I can tell when it flips easily. Like right here, when the white goes under the yellow, you had a flip and it confirmed an uptrend. Conversely, when the yellow goes under the white, you have a downtrend. So it's just 20 to 50-day EMAs with 5-day increments. That's all it is. That's really all it is. It's not difficult stuff, but all the other things that are coded into it are definitely things that would take someone a little bit to learn. But like I said, I mean, I stream live for free for a reason, for people to learn. We'll see this if this AUD news actually brings anything. Yeah, it changes based off the time frame. So all the inputs, it'll auto switch to the current time frame. Show current time frame FVG. You can put it on whichever one you want or have it auto switch. It also will show you support and resistance if you want. It'll use smart stop loss and support and resistance levels. Show your buy and sell. Also show your entry, your stop loss, and your take profit lines. So it'll really do almost everything that you need. You could have a naked chart and put this on it, and it would have everything up for you. I don't trade crypto anymore. No, I do not. I do not trade it anymore, to be honest with you. Chandra, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. Good to see you. Gold, nope. I don't trade gold either. I do not. Just foreign exchange pairs. The strategy works on everything, but I just no, this is not GJFS. This is AUD USD and AUD CAD is what we're looking at right now. Nice. Awesome. Got the whole family watching. That's pretty cool. But yeah, we're not in a trade yet, guys. We don't have anything that fully meets our criteria yet, so we are not in a trade yet. We are waiting for our rules to be met. That's just how I trade. My rules have to be met consistently in order for me to take a trade. Do I think AUD USD is going down to 69? It could at some point here in the future. The last time it took from where it's at now to get there was like 4 days. So it would be, a swing trade. It would be a pretty long swing trade to get there, barring any major catalyst, like some news. If you have a major catalyst like news, like what we're going to get here in 6 minutes, even though I don't think it's going to do too much because it's not red folder, it certainly could. I think it's going to take some time to do that. You're going to have to break through some major levels here. Here's one level you have to break through. Here's another level you have to break through. And then you'll finally be at that bottom level near 69. So you've got 3 major points of key levels to get through before you got all the way down to 0.69. Best platform to trade on? Personally, I like Liquid Brokers, but I don't really care who you guys use. I think Liquid Brokers is one of the best out there. But it's totally up to you who you trade with and what region you are in the world, because some regions don't allow certain brokers, and I totally get that. I totally get that. There's some government work at play there, where some brokers just aren't allowed in certain countries. My broker's out of Australia, and they let me trade in the United States at 1 to 500. So I don't have a problem with that, and I think they've been pretty good. But here, I'll send you that information there. There it is for you right there. Again, news in 4 minutes, so we'll see what happens when this comes out. Partner with me in terms of what? Eugen? I don't know, you'd have to check. You'd have to check. I'm not 100% sure about Africa. I know most African countries pretty much only allow Xness. Yeah, there's news for AUD pairs, but again, it's just yellow folder news. It's not red folder. It shouldn't have. No, the news is not red. We just want to confirm if we're going to get in sells that it's not going to reverse because of the news. Someone earlier in the chat said they think it is red folder news. I don't think it is. Forex Factory's never been wrong, but we're certainly going to use caution when trading with news, because you guys know my #1 rule is I do not trade news. So don't trade red folder news, at least. No reason to. It's a crapshoot. Yeah, if you go to tradingwithmatt.ai, you have the available to get account management. It's certainly something I've done in the past. If you're looking at like a PAM account, you're more than welcome to head to that website, or you can email me, matt@tradingwithmatt.ai. Yeah, essentially yes, but I still need some more confirmation. You know what I mean? Not 100% there yet. No, I had somebody code it for me. My guy Henry, he coded it. I am not a coder. I'm a trader and a golfer. So, no, I did not code it. Again, you'd have to pick one of the plans on my website for that to happen. Sure, yeah, I can do that. Again, it's not going to give you anything because it's at a key level right now. I think gold is going to keep selling, to be honest with you. But it's not going to give you a signal right now because it doesn't meet any of the criteria that we need to actually get in a trade on gold. But this is what it looks like. Again, I don't trade gold. I typically, so I mark up my charts on the 4-hour. The charts are marked up on the 4-hour in terms of support and resistance. And then we zoom into the 1-hour. And draw micro support and resistances. Realistically, you got one right here. I should probably draw it on there, because you have one right here. This is your next zone right down here. Yeah, I'm not just taking money from you, my man. Like I said, If you want to go to my website and sign up for one where it's account management, we can do that. But I'm not just going to take money from you to trade for you. Now, unfortunately, there's a little bit more that goes into that, signing power of attorneys and stuff like that. Again, it's something I've done in the past for clients, but it's not as simple as just sending money. There's legal documents to be signed for that. I'm sure everyone here understands that. You get this break on this 15. Yeah, this thing's gonna go. Prefers gets it. He knows. I personally don't draw 15-minute support and resistances. I use higher time frames for those zones. You certainly can. I just personally don't. For me, it doesn't necessarily make sense. Yeah, this thing is coming back the other way, it looks like. That was our trade from earlier today. I'd probably get rid of that. But on the hour, it looks like it's flipping the other way, finally. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much I take a live trade every single day on stream. I also send out the live trades in the Discord. In the free one and the paid one. The free one obviously gets a couple less trades. The VIP one gets every trade I take, but, you know, start out with the free, and if you make money, then great. You know? I firmly believe if you provide a good service for free, that people will ask for the paid version. So that's where we're at. I've been doing it for free, and people have been asking for more attention, you know, one-on-one learning, and so that's where we went with it. If the demand wasn't there, I wouldn't do it, but it is. So, you know, it's just part of the game. So the AUD news did not come out and do anything. It didn't do anything for the pair, guys. Today's what? It came out at 3. So it was stagnant. So it's not really going to have an effect. So both these AUD pairs we could take sells on. They just don't have a lot of volume right now. USD JPY on the hour looks pretty solid too. Again, coming into this EMA ribbon, it could reject, and then the NZD USD trade is coming down. That we were in earlier. Yeah, I mean, Euro JPY's got probably the most volume. Yeah, on the hour, looks like it could come up and retest. It looks like your first zone's going to be about 24 pips. Yeah, about 24 pips. If you drop down to the higher time frames too, it is certainly moving. Had a pretty big move off of this FEG here, where it consolidated for 3 days, and it's just starting to move up again. So what's that 15-minute look like? Yeah, the 15 does look good on Euro JPY. We broke previous highs, which is good. And again, your next zone is going to be pretty much right here. You've got a couple zones that are certainly possible to hit. Graceful Trader, what do you mean am I Matt on Discord? Like my name is Matt on Discord. My first and last name, yes. This is me right here. This is my server right here. This M with the circle. And I will never send you a friend request. So if anyone sends you guys a friend request claiming to be me, it's not me. I just manage my server right here. Looks like we had some people join tonight. Aiden, Sophia. Yeah, it looks like we had some people join tonight. Nice. Yeah, it looks like we are starting to get some pullback on a lot of these from earlier. Tell you what, Euro AUD looks like it's going to buy up for like at least 50 to 80 pips, probably to the next zone up here. But minimally to right here. Minimally for like 25. That's what it looks like it's doing, at least. But again, guys, the reason I'm not in a trade, and I know everybody hops on like looking to get in trades right away. The reason I'm not in a trade right now is because nothing has met my criteria. Yeah, Euro JPY does look like a nice buy. It does. And those would be our zones. So if you were to get in it, just to show you guys, if you were to get in it, your stop loss would be down here. And your take profit would be up here. It really could go to the top, but it's not realistically going to go there. But yeah, you'd be looking at, for TP1, you're looking at close to 26 pips. About 48 to 50 for TP2, and then another 80 to the top. Curtis Stevenson, 15 years. Good question. Yeah, I'm doing this for 15 years, my man. What does the 4-hour look like on this chart? Yeah. Yeah, Euro JPY does look like a really strong buy. The AUD pairs are absolutely dropping off. I mean, the first 5 years, the first 5 to 7 years were, a lot of trial and error, a lot of learning. But since then, it's been pretty good to me. It's been really good to me. Indicator, yeah, this is my personal indicator. It's called the Trading with Matt Pro Buy Sell. So it's available on TradingView. again, if that's something you're interested. If not, you can just learn what I do from my lives. I don't trade crypto, calf. Boy, this thing dropped off the face of the earth. Did exactly what we thought, but again, did not meet all of our requirements. That's 4 pips. Just Forex, yeah. I like the price action of Forex. I like the movement, market structure. I don't only trade it, but I primarily trade it. Like, we had a trade in the New York session today that went for 25 or 23 pips. So I sent one out in the New York session today at 11 o'clock, and we closed it by 11:30 for some pretty good profit. But most of the time, no, I'm just trading the Asian session. I like this session the best, by far. How did I make it? I had someone code it for me. Actually would put this closer to here. We haven't gotten in any sell positions, but we were looking at AUD USD and AUD CAD. They did move about 5 pips into profit here, but we did not get in it. It's about 5.3 pips in profit from when we were talking about it. Same with AUD CAD, but AUD CAD is concerning because it's starting to get to this EMA ribbon. Desmond, what's going on, man? Good to see you, Desmond. Good to have you in here. Matt, if Euro GPA broke trend, might go for a sell. Euro JPY sells, huh? Well, here's the thing with Euro JPY. You do have bullish movement. You also have this right here. If we break above this and come back down and retest, this is going to go. It just depends what we get here. It is rejecting this key zone right here. We need to see it break this, ideally, or break in a retest before it goes. I'm pretty much self-taught there, Curtis. A lot of trial and error, a lot of lost money over the years. I don't trade prop firms, so I've always used my personal capital. But like I said, after, been doing it for 15, after about 5 to 7 years, it really clicked for me. I watched a lot of Adam Koo videos growing up. He's an older guy from Singapore. So he's really good. He's just a little hard to understand. Yeah, prefers. I mean, coding is definitely interesting. It's pretty easy now with AI. You can just tell ChatGPT exactly what you want, or Gemini Pro exactly what you want, and it'll make the code for you. And then you just copy and paste it into an indicator. But I personally wanted it to have a person hands-on doing it for me, so that's why I went that route. With the indicators over 90. But I've said this to many people before. I don't necessarily prescribe to like win rate. So like, yes, win rate's important, but you can have losses that are small losses, but a lot of small losses, and your wins are really big wins, and you could have a skewed win rate. For instance, Alex G, I'm sure you guys all know who he is. He publicly announced he had a 30% win rate. TJR publicly announced he had a 35% win rate. So these guys have admit that their win rate's low, but their wins are a lot more than their losses. Someone just asked me if my short or my YouTube reel or YouTube reel, my Instagram reel on telling people that nobody on Wall Street trades on Friday, and he's like, "Is that insider trading?" I'm like, "No, man. It's just well known. I worked there. I know nobody trades on Fridays." I don't necessarily agree that all these people are frauds. It is all about risk management there, Tammy. I agree with you 100%. I think they make a lot of money from course selling and and pushing funded accounts. I don't typically see anything wrong with course selling. It's the same as a football coach or a basketball coach or a math teacher or an English teacher. You're teaching a skill. If you're genuinely teaching a skill and a system that works, I don't understand how you can call people frauds or fake. They're providing a service to you. They are providing a service that people are looking for, obviously, because people are buying it. They want to learn. They're sick of hopping all over YouTube looking at 20 different strategies. They want to learn one strategy. That's why people who have courses make money, is because they can teach one strategy and show that it works. Isaac, thanks for joining, man. Good to have you in here. Appreciate the sub. Hopefully, we'll see you back here soon. Milo, don't rush in trade. Yeah, no, I'll never rush into a trade. That's why we're not in one yet. I'm an hour and 15 minutes into this session, and we haven't gotten into a trade yet. We have some nights where we don't even trade at all, where I'll sit on stream for 2.5 hours waiting for our strategy to hit, and sometimes it doesn't hit. So my strategy is very simple here. We wait for here, I'll use an example here. So we wait for, let me go to the 15-minute here, but it works on many time frames. So my strategy is there's 4 rules that you need to follow. The 5th is optional. But you need a reversal at a key zone, which is 1. You got that right there. You need a confirmed uptrend or downtrend. In this case, we have that. That's number 2. We need a full candle closure below or above the EMA ribbon. We got that right here. That was number 3. The 4th is we had a fair value gap created, indicating that we have some support as well as the EMA ribbon. So that would be number 4, is the FVG. Once you have all those 4, typically, if TradingView's technicals align with you as well, that's certainly going to help a lot. But it's not always the case. But those are my 4 rules. As long as those rules are met, I have no problem trading it. But it has to meet those rules for me to take a trade. I don't waver on that at all. That's how I've become profitable, is trading the same system over and over again. Yeah, exactly. 100%. Yeah, Euro AUD. Yeah, so like Euro AUD on the 4 hour or the hour, like this is why you got that sell. That's why we got that sell. Boros property. What's going on, man? How are you? Like, yeah, we took this trade earlier today, and when we got the sell, we got in at this candle, and it went for 20 pips, which was nice. But yeah, I have a feeling you're going to reject this EMA and this fair value right here. I think it'll probably come up to here, and this is a zone right here, right? I think you're going to test this zone and come right back down to the bottom. That's what I think is going to happen on this chart. But it's too early to tell, and we're not in the business of gambling. We're in the business of taking calculated risks. But we're about to get a new candle on a lot of these. We're about to get a new hour candle here in 8 minutes. Pips are in the bank, baby. It's the only thing you can take to the bank is pips. I like the Euro JPY if it doesn't close with a doji candle. If it does, excuse me, guys. If it does, I think it's coming back down to test this zone. So again, we're not in any trades, but this hour candle is going to kind of determine a lot. Same with the 4 hour. The 4 hour could be just coming down to make a wick. On which one there, Miguel? On Euro AUD or Euro JPY? $34. Yeah, you're looking at like right around 40. Right here, 35-ish. Yeah, Euro JPY does look good. And even to the first one is already 30 pips right there, so just want to make sure it doesn't come down and reject and come back down on us like it did here, where it had a couple candles come up and then a massive red candle. But again, I have some confidence in this FVG that it's been floating on for 3 days. And the sentiment is that JPY is dropping. All the Japanese pairs are somewhat unstable right now. Japan's week ahead. The yen slide deepens as Keiichi triumph. Japan election paves the way for more stimulus. Dollar retreats from 2-week high. Yen set for a weekly loss. So let me take a look here. USD JPY. On what time frame are you looking at there, Desmond? It just depends, but yeah, this could be a break and retest that we had here, because this we can actually move up to here to be more accurate. This would be a more accurate spot. If this hour closes like that, we could easily take sells on USD JPY for possibly 128 pips, but minimally you'd be looking at 1, 2, and your third one's going to be obviously the bottom of the zone here. And this is a great rejection off the FVG here. But you can look for possibly 50 pips to TP1. You could even add another one to right here. But we're going to have to see how it closes. Especially because the 4 hour had so many wicks making it look like it's coming back up. Because the yen is dropping. But so is the dollar. So we're kind of at an impasse here of deciding if this is actually going to go this way and fill this zone, or it's going to go this way and fill this zone. It's kind of tough to say, but I do like the fact that it's rejecting this EMA ribbon on the 4, and it's rejecting it on the 1 heavily. Heavy rejection on the 1 hour. You typically don't get a candle like this without it coming back down. Bearish hammer candle with that big of a wick pretty much every time you get that, it goes down. You can see it here. 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 So yeah, you'd want to. The only reason I do like it though, Desmond, and I will be honest with you, it's not bad, is because you did have a break and retest. You had a full break and a retest here. It retested once, now it's retesting twice. This is probably going to come back down and see this zone. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with this one. Yes, I agree with you there. Yeah, Euro JPY and US JPY just retraced. Which again is why we're just not in anything yet. Correct, yep. Still rejecting that 3-day, that 3 or 4 day, how many days is it? Or 18 hour, I should say. All these AUD pairs that we were looking at too, that we had some setups for, they're retracing a little bit as well. Both of them. AUD USD I liked a lot more, just because it had some more room to move. Sham Saeed, what's going on, man? I was just thinking about you the other day. I was like, where's he been at? Glad to see you back in, man. It looks like a sell to me. USD JPY looks like a sell to me. Even on the 4 hour. Personally. We'll see what kind of close we get here in 2 minutes, though. That's going to really determine what's going on. I want to see if it tries to come back up here, retest this, and make a wick. It may not, but I would assume it's going to come back up somewhere around here, and then we can take a sell. Yes, it is. And that's why I believe that it rejected it, and we could take a sell, especially with this huge fair value gap right here, guys. It respected it. It did not blow through it. We got, what, 1 minute? Not even 21 seconds, though. Stacks the Clipper. This is trading view is what we make our trades on, or what we draw our charts up on. I personally make my trades on Liquid Broker. So it just depends what broker you want to use, but the charting that we're doing is on trading view. Thank you. Yeah, this thing's gonna drop. I think we're gonna take sells on USD JPY, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna take sells on it. I'm in for sells on it. We'll put our stop loss right at the top here. Take profit down there. I will draw it up for you guys. I personally got in at 1.155924. Whoa. That's where I got in at. I am going to send this out to the group here. Let me just put our stop loss up here. Just get this out to the boys. See what happens here. I think it's a good one. Yeah, you keep saying short BTC invest, buddy, but like I said, I don't think you're listening. We don't trade crypto, man. Daniel, show size. What size are you talking about? My lot size? I'm using 5 lots. Prefer is you can join the group. Yeah, man. Of course. Of course, it's free to join. More than welcome to. Dynax, what do you mean how long did I stay? Just wanting it, man. You know what I mean? Thomas Giovanni, what's going on, man? How are you? I just want something more out of life, you know? I find it amazing. Yeah, this is USD JPY. This is USD JPY right now. Euro JPY dropped off a cliff. Good thing we didn't enter that. The motivation is to be able to... If I'm profitable, why am I not trading a prop firm? Prop firms are garbage. I have more than enough capital on my own to trade my own capital. Why would I want to trade with someone else's money and have strict rules that and possibly not get paid out? Prop firms just started restricting gold and silver. Not that I trade that. So I don't know who's giving you that information about if you're profitable, you have to trade prop firms. Most profitable traders trade their own capital. That's what I do. I trade my own money. I don't need a prop firm to oversee what I do. Yes, sir. It is foreign exchange markets. JV Joe, it is. 15558. Yeah, close enough. So I'm at 15554. And then 155228. So yeah, we're right around the same. Yeah, you can move it up to the 309 area, 30293 area, but yeah, it's essentially the same thing within a couple pips. USD CHF has been breaking highs for a long time, hasn't it? Oh no, USD, not CHF JPY. Let's see here. USD CHF. So if we were to draw that up, I personally don't believe that there's such things as real prop firms. Again, everybody has different opinions, and I respect everyone's opinion, but there's no reason to not trade your own capital if you can afford to. It's just price action. Yeah, the regular one's good too. I like the execution on the Pro version, on the Liquid Brokers Pro. But my strategy is very simple. It's support and resistance zones, break a structure, and we use an EMA ribbon and a fair value gap to confirm an uptrend and a downtrend. That's really all it is. It's something that I've kind of really made on my own, to be quite honest with you. I've been doing it for 15 years, so this is something that I've been working on for a very long time. But it's a good question there. I'm in. It's a good question. I do. You see this right here? It says match strategy right here. I don't know if they allow trading in the Philippines. I'm not 100% sure. You'd have to go on their website and just check with their... talk to the chat people. They're really good, to be quite honest. Well, that's the move we were looking for there, guys. That was a nice little move there. 5 pips in profit. Yeah, just here, I'll send you the link just so you have it. Oh, looks like I gotta send it in the other one. Yep, there you go, man. It's a tight stop loss too. Like, it's a super tight stop loss. We only had the stop loss. The stop loss was pretty tight. You know what I mean? Time frame. We're currently looking at the 15-minute, but we analyzed on the 1 hour. 4 hour, 1 hour, and 15-minute are the time frames that we typically analyze on and then execute on. Get those pips. You know it, Miguel. You know it. You know it. It's a pretty nice fall off here. It doesn't. Try Hanko trade. HANKOTRADE. It's the same thing. Points, pips. You can call them pips in the futures as well. All it is a unit of measurement in the market. All right, we are currently almost 10 pips in profit. She's dropping, guys. 9.2. There's 10 pips in profit. This FEG scares me. It's going to create a massive fair value gap there. But if you're just joining, guys, we are short on USD/JPY. Aloha, thank you. I appreciate that. It's a lot harder to do live than people think. USD/JPY. It's a lot harder to do live in front of people than you think. Really got to have your strategy down. Otherwise, you get absolutely brutalized in the comments. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Miguel. As long as it breaks this, if we can get down here for 36 pips, realistically, at anywhere between 15 and 20 pips, I'd probably close 25 to 50% of positions and move my stop loss to break even. Yeah, I'm still in the trade. Yeah. Appreciate the kind words there, Amin. AMINN84. Thank you. Yeah, we're in the trade. You can see the, right there. Look above me right here. Here on this stream and here on this stream. Oh, here on this stream. 155548. Yeah, ideally that's where we hit. That'd be a nice little swing there. That would be a nice swing. We're going to see. We closed really nice. It's pretty much a full candle closure below the EMA. Confirmed downtrend. Reversal at a key resistance zone, or key support zone. Resistance, I should say. So we met all of our criteria to take this trade, and that's why we took it. I think this is going to keep dropping, personally. Yes, it is. Let's break this low here. Break the previous low. That's what we're looking for. Almost 11.5 pips. That's what we want to see. Again, we can look at this on the hour still. My only fear on the hour is that it holds this trend back up that way. You know what I'm saying, guys? That's my only fear on that. But it should finish the measuring move here. The measuring move would be down to the 155548 number. That would be where we'd like to see it finish its measuring move at for the M here. Good. There you go, Andrew. Nice. Major 20 pips. You're good. Hey, that's all you can ask for, man. 20 pips at a time will make you a lot of money. Nothing wrong with that at all. So it's currently right at the fair value gap. It's moving up into it now. I think it's going to reject it, but we'll see. It may hover right at this FVG for 15 minutes or 30 minutes before going down. May come back up and retest it. We'll see what happens here. Yep, I agree with you. I agree with you to 15565 about right here. I'm with you on that. Mañana means tomorrow in Spanish also. See ya mañana means tomorrow in Spanish, I believe. Yeah, it's rejecting. There we go. Yeah, I don't know, man. All right, good. Confirmed by Miguel. Yeah, we took this actually. It was really on the hour, I believe. It was on the hour. Because we saw that on the previous hour candle, the 7 p.m. candle, it came up and tested the EMA ribbon in this fair value gap and rejected it. We got in when we started to see it move down right here. Yeah, we'll see about that, Danny. I wouldn't have taken it if I didn't believe in the trade, so. Only 20 minutes into an hour candle. So there's still a lot that can happen. Yes, USDJPY, that is correct. That is correct. Yes, pretty much. Only trade the Asian session, yeah. Yeah, sometimes I do a New York session, but not lately. I really haven't been a fan of the New York session, to be quite honest with you. I just haven't liked the movement. I don't like all the... All right, no problem. Danny, have a great night. Thanks for stopping in, man. You enjoy your night. Yeah, and this could probably just be coming right up to test this EMA ribbon because we broke it already. So break and retest wouldn't be surprising. We're in sells on USDJPY. You're good, Benny. No worries. Yeah, we're on sells on USDJPY. It's alright. Family's more important. I get that. All the drama. You're funny, Miguel. Yeah, that's late, man. I understand. I'm there with you. That's why I don't really trade London session, because that's like 3 a.m. in my time. I'm not a big fan of waking up at 3 a.m. to trade. I'd rather start trading at my time, 7 o'clock, sit on the charts maybe till 9. That's typically how I like to do it. But yeah, we got Iran in the house. We got a lot of countries in the house right now. It's awesome to see. Trading community that we're creating is pretty sick. I think we reject this right here, but we'll see. It's a nasty 4-hour candle. South Africa. There you go, Australia. That's awesome. That's awesome, guys. I'm in Florida, in the US of A. This is what I like right here. Is this right here? This is primarily why I like this trade. Good day from Australia. There we go. I like this right here. With all these wicks and the EMA ribbon helping us out, some strong rejection up in this area. Over, let's see, over the past 8 hours. 12 hours, so go Gators. I am in Gator country, that is correct. What's the day look like? Even the day's got this one up here. We'll see. Yes, it is. That's UF. University of Florida. You are correct. No, Liquid Brokers doesn't connect with TradingView. I execute separately on my own thing over here, on my own broker platform on my PC. I just chart on TradingView. Just chart on TradingView. Execute on Liquid Brokers. They have a PC app, and they have one on your phone that you can get as well. Does everyone understand why we're in this trade? Just want to make sure everyone understands why we're in it. Don't trade when there's low volume. Slippage occurs when there's low volume. Most brokers, low volume and right when market opens, you'll typically get some slippage. Sometimes high volume gives you slippage as well. It really depends on the broker. If you could get a VIP account with a broker, you're going to have the least amount of slippage. An ECN one is also going to have low slippage. But it really just depends on what broker you use. Yeah, no problem, Benny. So on this hour chart here, we had the hour candle here completely reject the fair value gap and the EMA ribbon. We are confirmed on a downtrend. We had our candle closure below the EMA ribbon. And we had the big fair value gap right here. So that's our 4 confirmations. And on the lower time frames here, this is a sell. So It's kind of flipping back and forth, but yeah, and the higher time frames is a sell. So there's 5 confirmations right there that tell us that this is a sell, and that's essentially my system. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you just open another account and transfer the money from the live account into your wallet, then from your wallet into the other account. Yeah, bearish pennant. Yeah, yeah, I agree with that there. Euro GBP. I didn't even know we were looking at that chart. Let me take a look here though. I don't even see Euro GBP. I don't see it breaking structure yet. Personally, you got a zone up here, you got a zone down here, and you're in the middle of 2 zones right now on the 1 hour. Yes, Reagan, we are on USD JPY. We are, that is correct. USD JPY. No, you're good, man. Excuse me. That's why we're here. That's why we do this. We can analyze them live together. You know? That's what it's about. Anybody in here NASCAR fans, guys? I live in Daytona. We have the Daytona 500 this weekend, which is like the Super Bowl of NASCAR. So this place is flooded with NASCAR fans right now. I will be attending Sunday night. Yes, we are on USD JPY, Reagan. We are. Yes, sir. Acorns. Yeah, no problem, man. Formula One. No, the Super Bowl was terrible this year. You didn't miss anything. We streamed during it. Yeah, did you change your name, Acorns? Wasn't your name something else? Yeah, I remember looking at those 2 stocks. How'd it play out today? Why was the Super Bowl bad this year? The game was terrible. It was low scoring. It was pretty much a blowout. New England looked like they had no business being on that field. And yeah, I'm not gonna get even. I'm not gonna talk politics on this channel. So, Nato Tuca, what's going on, man? How are you? Welcome back. But yeah, I'm not going to talk politics on this channel. I'm just trying to keep it trading centralized. Is that what we talked about? Good. Hopefully it worked in your favor. Hopefully you made some money there, Acorns. Yeah, just the game wasn't good itself. Hi from Norway, Piero. What's going on? How are you? Welcome. Appreciate you joining. For everyone just joining, we are in USD JPY sells. How did I get started in trading? I was sitting at a Starbucks 15 years ago and decided I was going to teach myself. Flowers lady, what's going on? Presidential election on the 12th in Bangladesh. You'll be voting for the first time? Nice. Good stuff. I don't even know who's running in your country, to be honest with you there, Adele. Not too educated on foreign elections, to be honest with you. We're looking at USD JPY sells is what we're in right now. Yeah, of course. You know, one of these nights we may just do a scalping session alone. So yeah, I'll get a poll up tomorrow about it, see who's interested in scalping or just a regular stream like normal. I'll get a poll up tomorrow. He's in Bangladesh. Yeah, I'll get that up tomorrow. All right, we're back in profit, guys. That's always good. Back in profit here. Like I said, as long as we can reject this twice, we'll be in good shape. Looks like we did. Trade last night, we took profit. And then we took profit on the trade today too. We had a trade at 11 o'clock this morning. So we're 2-0 on the week. But yeah, the trade from last night, what was that? NZD USD? Yeah, this is what happened on the trade from last night. Flowers. Remember this trade from last night? It went up and smashed through TP1. And went up for 26 pips, and we took profit right around up here, between 21 and 23 pips. Yeah, so this trade and then the other trade we took earlier this morning was Euro AUD. And we sold off, it was on the hour. We sold right here. We sold right here and went for, no, I'm sorry. We got the sell signal and then we got in down here and we went for another 20 pips. You never want a full port. That's smart. Yeah, you want to keep that. You want to keep that risk management in check. Nice, Benny. Good, good, good. Yeah, you never want to go full port. Yeah, the good thing about it though is it's consolidating below the previous highs. Good, I'm glad, Danix. Everything is consolidating under the previous lows, which still confirms the downtrend. You know what I mean? So like on the higher time frames like the hour and the 4 hour, you still have lower highs here and you have lower lows here. So we are still on a downtrend. Like I said, I expect to see at least TP1 out of this. At least come off and finishing this measuring move for 36 pips. At best, 100 pips at the bottom, 106. No, it's not too late. I mean, it's up to you. Again, just realize that if we go, so is H1. Yeah, they both are. If it does go toward the SL, make sure you plan accordingly because SL is 38 pips. So in terms of your risk management, just know that RSL is 33 what did I say, 38 pips away. So you don't want to over leverage yourself. Make sure you're comfortable with your lot size that you can hold some drawdown just in case. I don't think we will have to hold too much, if any at all. This may just continue down. We're driving though. Oh, we got 275 bucks. 275 bucks for 10 pips. Yeah, if we go for 100, that'd be like 2 grand. So 320 bucks. We're in good shape right now. So depending on your account size, right, guys? At this point, you could theoretically move your stop losses to break even or use a trailing stop. I think there's going to be some movement here coming into this hour 4, but you guys can manage this how you'd like. I'm going to be staying in this, and I'll let you guys know, but we're in profit. It's a good trade. If you want to move your stop losses to break even to make sure that it's a risk-free trade, you can go ahead and do that. If you want to close 50% of your positions or 75% of your position and leave one runner to go all the way down, you can also do that. I would advise making this a risk-free trade if you don't want to hold drawdown. We're already in profit. So because that we're already in profit, be smart with your risk management. Don't be greedy. Let's make sure that we get some profits here. So I'm going to be holding this. I think that's going to be it for me tonight, guys. There's not much more to explain. It's either going to go back up this way and retest the EMA ribbon, or we're going to see it come down here and hit our take profits, which would be nice. The last couple we sent in VIP went for 70 plus pips, so it'd be nice to see that. But I appreciate everybody coming, as always. I hope everybody has a great night. Thank you for showing up over and over again. I give you guys a round of applause. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate you guys showing up. It means a lot. I hope somebody learned something new tonight. Again, we're in profit. Make sure you either move your stop losses to break even for a risk-free trade or hold accordingly. I'm keeping mine the way it is. I'll message in the Discord if I end up changing anything, but I think this is going to be good. I appreciate you. Aloha, Benny, Miguel, Adele, Natotuka, Dynax, Flowers Lady, Sydney, Acorns, everybody for showing up. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 7.